Quickly and to the point, guys. Today I'm gonna show you how I polish my needle in the airbrush. It's a very simple fix that will make a big improvements to your airbrush performance. Let's do this together. For the purpose of this exercise I'm gonna use a Baja Renegade Chrome airbrush, but airbrush is an airbrush, right? And the needle, they all pretty much the same. Different sizes and different tips, but they all pretty much the same. So get the needle out first and we take it from there. I always try to take good care of my airbrushes. I always take them apart after I finish working with them every day. Give them a good clean, lubricate them, keeping them nice, clean, and good performance. Every now and again I use the ultrasonic cleaner to clean the more difficult to access parts. So I would like to think my airbrushes, right now are as good as they were new a few years ago when I got them. And the same goes for the needles. When you look at the needle and it feels smooth and it looks really clean, and it should be good to go, right? Well, every now and again I need to polish them, and I'll show you the difference why. So this particular needle is from 0.2 airbrush. It's a very fine needle and it's a good condition needle, and then when you're looking at it, it looks really smooth and it looks really clean. But I will try to zoom you in as much as I can with the little lens I've got over here on this camera. It's not perfect, but I'll do my very best before we lose focus. Once I zoom you in, which is better than naked eye can see, you're starting to see imperfections. And we're not worried about the shaft of the needle so much. We worry about the first part over here, so mainly the tip and slightly beyond the tip over here. We're looking for the imperfections, not only layers of paint that may be left over there, but imperfections in metal as well. Remember, smooth needle tip eliminates a lot of the tip dry and the paint just flows smoother. So the smoother we've got that tip, the better the airbrush will perform. And again, guys, I apologize for shaking a little bit, but this is pretty much as close as I can get. I put my fingertip behind it so you can see how small we actually are. You can see the needle now, the tip of it, in great detail. It's not as smooth as it appears to be, does it? And all the paint will microscopically just stop in there and cause our needle tip dry and splatters and some other things. So let's fix it. What we're gonna need is a drill, a little bit of tape, metal polish, blue towel, and a microfiber cloth. Let's do it. First thing I need to do, guys, I'm gonna grab my fine line masking tape and rub the end of the needle just a few times. The reason I'm doing this, just to make the end a little bit thicker so it's gonna be easier to grab in my drill chuck, because that's where I'm gonna put it. You don't need to go crazy, just a few laps will do. Step 1 completed. Step 2, put my needle in my drill, right by the end of it. Try to mount it as center as you can so it doesn't spin around too much. That will do. Step 3, I use autosol just because I've got autosol. Put a tiny little bit in a blue towel, and the rest is kind of obvious. Pinch it ever so gently, turn the drill on, and work your way always backwards, pulling it out. Don't try to pull it back in when the tip is right out, because you will probably stab yourself and you can damage the needle. So simple. You can see the black residue, that means it's working. You can do it a few times. Again, pinch hard with your fingers, don't need to worry about the shaft so much. The focus is on the tip. But while I'm polishing the whole thing, why not, Again, we focus on the tip, always put it backwards, apply gentle pressure on it, not to damage the needle, especially the tip, and don't stab yourself. Now that you're happy with your polishing method, you know, I only done it, you know, 4 or 5 times with heavy focus on the tip. I use the microfiber cloth just to get rid of the excess of the metal polish. Same technique. You can see the black residue on the cloth, that means the polish is coming off. Repeat a couple times until there is no black residue on your cloth. And that's pretty much done. The needle already looks better, but let's have a closer look at it. Now if I can get you close enough without losing focus, you can see how much difference that made. And again, I try to put my finger tip underneath it so you can see the actual scale of it. Focus, focus, focus. There you go, guys. That looks way better than it was before, isn't it? I can still see some imperfections on it, and until I'm happy I can just go back a couple more times and try to polish it off. Obviously, if your needle is damaged beyond no recognition, then this will not work. Obviously you need to replace it. But, you know, I don't need to repeat this process for another month or so, depending how often I'm using that airbrush and how clean I keep it when I finish with it. But this, I'm quite happy with. Again, apologies for shaking, but it's difficult to keep it smooth at that level. Comparison picture, guys, for you. Before we polished the needle, and on the right is after we polished it. You saw it pretty much real time. The whole thing takes no more than 3 minutes. So there we go, guys. Quick and easy, simple tip how to polish your needle tip. I hope that works. I know there are guys out there that will argue that their Iwata custom micron 500 plus airbrush comes with a polished needle from factory, polished by lasers, machines and robots and space technology, and it is better. And you know what, they are probably right. It is better, you know, because it comes from factory and you don't do it in a drill in a home garage with a blue towel. But you know what, if it saves me spending 500 quid on a new airbrush that will work equally good as my £100 airbrush with a needle that I polish myself, I'll take it. And a disclaimer in the end, guys, obviously be careful when you do that. You can damage a needle, of course you can stab yourself. I know, because I've done it a few times, it hurts. So just be careful, use your brain, common sense, you know, don't try to bend it, don't try to twist it, don't put it in your massive drills, you know, just be careful, do it gently, and the result will speak for itself. Hopefully that helps, and if you have a better way of doing it, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it and I can try it myself. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Rock hard, have a beer, and I'll see you very soon.